Oh.
Hello,
Hello, all the bees. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
hello, all my beasties. Welcome to the lair. Let's play some games. Go look at your Discord. You're gonna pee yourself. You want to explain the game options to the loves in
Okay.
the chat? Or wait, hold on. Let's give them a few to filter in
Yeah, let's give a few to filter in. We can
because
go.
it's like 7 or so minutes sometimes before the YouTube notification goes. So
Mhm. Hey, hello, Mortessa and D. Peterson. D. Peterson's been here for quite a while.
I know I love D. Peterson and I love Mortessa.
Sanchi hasn't been here quite as long, though. Oh, I lied. Sanchi showed up a minute or so after D. Peterson did. Cookie Monster Steve. Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Cookie Mon, you made it! How was Runkle?
Probably still cringing from that thing with Kurt
Oh
in it
my
last
god, I was dying. Did you look at the Discord?
night. I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. I mean, like, you can fucking preview this picture.
There it is. Holy shit.
I almost peed myself laughing.
Holy crap.
We should see if chat wants to see it.
Hey, we got a picture here of a certain law tuber in a wig. Anybody want to see?
And someone put it in Mindset's chat last night, and I was like, I'm yanking. I need this
Yoink.
pretty much. Don't leave it up long because I don't want to deal with drama, but pop it up. You'll die of laughter.
Okay.
Okay, guys, in 3, 2.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds here.
No, you are the slowest tech squirrel ever today.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I have to do a press. I have to present. I got to pull it up and then present it.
You have all been warned. Oh, wait, hold on. Can we wait for Patty first?
Sure.
I need Patty.
We need our Patty. Yes, we do.
Let me message her.
We must have our Patty.
Okay, well, I'm trying to find her, you want to explain the games? We'll take a quick
Okay.
poll.
Okay. So we are going to be working with with the Jackbox Starter Pack.
Ooh, is
Jackbox
this the
Party
game?
Starter.
I love the one game on there.
We have and the choices at this point will be Murder Mystery Party or Quiplash 3. Murder Mystery Party 2 or Quiplash 3. We have
I
the
want to
other
do the
games,
murder
but
mystery. I love
do
murder
you want to
mystery.
do Murder Mystery Party?
Well, no, I love it. It's up to chat though.
Yeah, well.
Okay, continue since I interrupted you rudely.
So you guys will get we will get to pick. Um, and of course you guys can all join in if you want to, because that'll be fun. Those of you who don't manage to get to the clicky fast enough will be able to vote as part of the audience. Oh, of course you're going to say that, Sanji. He hates Quiplash because it means you have to type. You actually don't need to do that, D. Peterson. If you go over into the description, there's a link you can click that'll get you there. That's right, folks. Everybody go to Jackbox. Anybody that wants to participate can go to jackbox.tv. And that's how you actually do the thing. See, even I can't play from the
See, Peterson, I just play the web-based.
well, that's just it. If you can't actually play it directly from the installation, even I have to go to a website.
Well, I meant like you click on it, but I do it and you don't have to download anything.
No. No downloads. Hey, it's a Patty.
Okay, now we can all hold on one second. Now that Patty's here, is all's right in the world.
Yeah, there we go. How about them apples?
You
Anybody
will
know who that
never
is?
unsee that.
No, you will not.
I almost peed myself laughing.
I'm looking at that going, holy crap. What is that?
Someone posted it in Mindsets chat last night. I was dying. I was dying when I saw that.
He has to go change it. What do you mean put that back? I can't leave it up for too long. Why would I put that back? Or am I gonna get
You can pop it back up later. We'll do it.
yeah, we'll do it again later. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do Jackbox.
We're gonna do some Jackbox and maybe we'll get into and we'll dig into some news stories. For example, Amber Heard decided to settle.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
She's going to pay Johnny $1 million and they're both going to walk away. What a screenshot. Yeah. Patty, make sure your inhaler is nearby because once we get, once we move over to Quiplash, you're going to need it. Because I've seen some of my critters play this game. Oh, yeah.
I'm about to make it, Beasties versus, but that's too mean.
Well, the minions seem to enjoy it, so
okay.
And then they all pile in because that's fun.
Let's go be degenerates.
Yeah, the Stark Patrol can be like that sometimes. All of the innuendo happens there.
I love Patty.
Ship it. Oh, ow! Damn.
I love Patty. Patty's the best. The eye bleach needed.
Oh yes.
I was dying.
All right. So the vote is: were there any votes for? What were the votes? I only remember seeing 1, 2, because no, not TKO. TKO is going to require some mouse work, and that'll be a pain in the ass. All right. Make sure I've got that turned down a little bit there. All right.
Peterson has a question.
What?
Peterson has a question.
Murder Mystery Party 2, Quiplash, and Quiplash 3. No. No subtitles. Don't need them. Extended timers is a good thing. We have an audience. We can skip the tutorials.
Make sure you put the link in the chat so I can click it before the Mad Rush so I can join you guys. And be an ass because I'm in that kind of mood.
There you go.
Okay.
Everybody can just clicky there. Murder mystery party is actually kind of easy. Click on the answer you think is correct and see just how screwed you get. Quiplash 3 will require some typing,
Hold on 1 second.
but the timers are extended in either case because somewhere between lag and the difficulty from some people have typing on a phone.
I have difficulty existing
Yep.
today. Hold on.
I'll ask you about that other thing later
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
on the subject.
Yeah, hold on. I don't see the code for me.
There's no code yet because I haven't actually entered a game.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Because I've had some whiskey tonight, so it should get interesting.
See, there's TKO.
I
D.
was
Peterson
channeling
there.
Peterson. I was channeling Peterson and was whisking it up.
Ah. Maybe I should turn the tutorials back on. Speaking of, I have to do that. I have to click this here.
Damn it!
We don't have a room code yet, so
How many times can Stephanie fuck this up in 5 minutes?
I don't know.
Many.
Maybe we should ask Stephanie.
Trust me, the answer's many.
Okay, Sanji has changed his vote. Which would you prefer there, Loki?
I don't care. Quiplash, or not Quiplash. I don't know that one. The only one I is Murder Mystery.
Okay,
Mortessa wants Murder Mystery.
Mortessa wants Murder Mystery. You know Murder Mystery. A trivia murder. Quiplash is actually kind of easy. You answer the prompts and wait for the giggles. We'll run Trivia Murder Party 2 for a few while we look over newsy bits.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Because that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. Uh-huh. All right. Your room code is DTAN. I'll just unhide that now.
Your room code is DTAN.
I don't know why your instructions are in French. Can anybody hear what she had to say? If you can't hear her, then we have to tweak it some.
The room code is DTAN.
Come on, Patty, get in here. Your instructions. Okay. Click the link for jackbox.tv. Yeah. Okay. There you are. Okay. Everybody ready? Okay.
My drunk ass is going to be.
That's for folks for later. Let's do this. Let's see how quickly I can get my ass killed. That'll be fun.
I didn't hear anything. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yep, there it goes.
I still don't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything at all? That's
No,
no good. We can't have that.
hold on.
Why is that happening?
Hold on. I think I know.
Ah! God damn it. Oh,
It's good. I figured it out. I figured it out.
okay. Wait a minute. History. Hold on. I want that one.
Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. You're going to die here, but I'll ease up on the tutorials just for you. First question. Who is James Bond's boss? Use your device to answer the question.
There we go.
Damn it.
Come on, Loki. You got this.
I do, but it's not letting me do something. Hold on.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I had to
Time's running
deal
out.
with this real quick.
And the correct answer is... Who got the question right?
It's Q.
Yikes.
Well, it's Q. I know that it just wouldn't let me do anything.
Q is the tech guy.
Oh, okay. Then I
M was the boss.
Let's see if you put the dumb in dumb waiters.
Oh boy.
Take the same elevator and you all live. But if there's a split decision, I will kill everyone on the heavier side. Feel free to discuss a game plan. Not that anyone will stick to it.
Left or right, folks.
There we go.
Let's see where you all landed. Uh-oh.
Am I dead?
No, you're not dead. Patty and Mortessa are.
I'm not comfortable with silence, so I talk during elevator rides. Let's try another one. Which of these is not a Latin phrase?
Damn it. I don't want to click that one. Mortessa ripped me too. I clicked the wrong one because my laptop's being stupid. Well, and whiskey.
Almost out of time. Who picked this? One of you is still alive.
Not me.
Come with
No, you're alive.
Welcome to room 227. I'm giving you the laziest gift of all, a scratch ticket. Just scratch and find $3 signs and you get to live. But if you scratch off even one skull, you die. Get to scratching. Oh yeah, and if you keep scratching, I'll give you cash for extra dollar signs you find.
You can do it. You get to live. Yeah, I wouldn't risk. I wouldn't have risked any. Oh, you got them
I
all.
shouldn't have gotten my hopes up that a scratch ticket would kill someone, but what can I say? I'm a hopeless optimist.
I've never actually seen somebody get through that.
Let's keep moving. Here's a classic trivia question. In the movie Being John Malkovich, which is totally underrated by the way, what classic love story is portrayed in Craig's street-side puppet performance?
I'm guessing now. I'm.
Picked this.
I was wrong. Hi. Nobody.
Everyone is wrong. Time for consequences.
Uh-oh. I've never seen that movie either,
Play with
Mortessa.
spooky dice.
I've never even heard of it.
Add to your score. I'll kill the player with the lowest score, but go over 21 and you die instead. And don't forget, if they roll a skull, that adds 1 to everyone's score. It's kind of spooky to see skulls on dice. Ooh. Ooh, busted.
Uh-oh, Loki.
Explosions really
Oh,
are the
close.
best in this game.
Damn.
So close.
You hate when that happens? I know I do. Just set this over here and do that. Okay. There goes our store card.
When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. What British TV show is Dancing with the Stars based on?
I think that's it. Probably not, but it isn't. But it might be.
Who picked this?
Nope. I was wrong. I'm gonna die again.
I got it. I got it. I got it right.
I barely know what Dancing with the Stars is.
It's magic time.
Oh dear.
Make a
Uh-oh.
space in this box to hide yourself.
What?
I'm not sure if there's oxygen, so try shallow breathing.
Strictly something.
Now we're
Strictly
gonna
come
need
dancing.
I'm giving you a very sharp sword. On your device, choose a row or a column to run your sword through.
Watch me get my fishy
When I
self
found
killed
this
now.
magic prop in the basement, it was full of rabbit and dove skeletons. Stab, stab. I wonder if that'll go back.
Just me. Why am I not surprised?
I have no idea.
Scores aren't moving very hard though.
Because I'm having technical
Let's
issues.
try
Shut
another
up.
one. In the original novel, why does the Phantom of the Opera wear a mask?
I know this. I think.
Who picked this?
Oh, not me. I guess I was wrong.
I
All I
was
ever
wrong.
remember is the chandelier.
I'm going to give you a chance to password protect your life. Enter a real 4-letter word with your device. Make it hard to guess. If your password gets cracked, you die.
And we get to work together on this, folks. Kinda.
Now everyone else will try to crack the password. As a team, guess the password on your device. You get a clue if your guess has a letter in the right spot. If anyone figures out the password before time runs out, I will reward you all. This is a team effort, so share clues out loud with each other.
Okay, who's got what? I've got nothing. All right.
Time's almost up.
What was that one, Soji? Crap, I got nothing.
Everyone was good at hacking
Read.
passwords these days, but I guess I was wrong.
Hey, Darren.
Everyone can see that the dead players are ghosts, right? I'm not just freaking out. Let's keep moving. Which of the following films does not feature Daniel Craig as James Bond?
Sometimes it helps have a Bond fan in the house.
Who picked this?
Everybody but Loki.
Only a ghost got it wrong.
I've only ever seen one of them. Leave me alone.
Let's try another one. Who was Ingmar Bergman?
Patty, save me.
I think that's it.
Mm.
I might have it right.
Who picked
Ah,
this?
I did.
Woohoo!
Come with me.
Die, Sanji, die!
Oh, my lord.
Are you ready to fall? In love with my new minigame? You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. Someone needs to pick which slots are death zones. Hey, you! Pick the landing slots that kill.
I got number 4.
Hurry along. If someone dies in your death zone, you get a prize.
Patty, neither of us can.
I'll do it myself. Okay,
Hey,
let the games begin. Pick a spot to drop from. I'm sure everything will work out for you. Yay, physics!
This actually has nothing to do with physics.
see you, Sanji.
You know what this means?
It's probability and statistics. Thank you. Patty, I send you the pic.
But I did take out a squirrel.
Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means.
That means it's the final round, final act. Fight.
You've made it so far, but can you escape?
Yeah. No.
Here's your first category. Scout merit badges. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit. Let's see the right answers.
Ha ha.
I was never a Boy Scout.
I was a Boy Scout.
Moons
Once.
of Jupiter. Time is almost up.
Oh, all 3. I did not know that.
Ghost stories. Fucking ghost stories. You couldn't find.
Volcanoes.
Was that your sword that killed me?
Maybe.
No, Patty
That
took
does
me out,
smell
but
your
I,
life force.
Because Patty's amazing.
Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals.
525,600. Sorry.
I'm gonna get you, Peterson.
Here comes trouble.
Peterson, represent. We need Peterson to represent. Come on.
Things from the song My Favorite Things.
I think that's right.
Mortessa, you and me
Nope, I was
both.
wrong. I was partially wrong. Ha!
You killed your friend. Better kill
Yay.
him fast.
Did you kill me?
Nope. I killed D.
Hey, the New
Peterson.
England.
Oh, damn it. I did it backwards.
Nope.
Time
I
is
picked
almost
who
up.
wasn't. I should read. Come on. Probably should have read better.
Oh,
Still in life force.
we're gonna swap back and forth. Are we? Are we,
Moving
D?
on.
Oh, looks like
High
Mortez is out
protein.
completely.
Not what I had in mind. Countries on the equator.
Oh shit! I think I just screwed up. I did. I screwed up completely.
This will slow you down. If you want to break through that barrier, you'll need a perfect answer to this question. And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
Let's see if D. Peterson can get out ahead of me.
Come on,
Yep.
Peterson. You're our only hope. Peterson, you're
That was
our
a pretty good
only
race there,
hope.
Peterson. We like
Peter-
it. Boom!
Peterson's our only hope, and I don't know what that says about the Beasties. But Peterson is our strongest.
Okay.
Let's do this now that I don't know. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go back here for a sec. Get a new room code. So that if anybody else wants to come join in, anybody else that may have arrived, because there was a couple of us.
Come on, guys.
It's YFOV.
Your room code is YFOV.
I am now the purple bunny, and Mortessa is my fish.
What am I?
You're a little dude with glasses. It's all gray.
Score.
Scotty does know. Okay. Anybody else?
Scotty doesn't know. Sorry. I like that song. No more whiskey.
I don't see a Patty.
Patty,
Come
come
on,
back
Patty.
to me.
Come on, Patty. You can do it. Boop.
It's on the screen, Patty.
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Oh, FYI, Patty, I'm apparently secretly blonde that I tried to go to a post office the week of Christmas.
Okay, then. Let me just click right there.
Lucky
And we
you're
got a
not
full,
seeing
we
me
got,
on
we
the
got a
news.
full critter.
You're lucky you're not seeing me on the news after that.
Oh,
That was painful.
Loki and Skwerl. Scotty, Sanji, and D. Peterson.
D.
Again.
Peterson, represent us strongly. You're our only hope, Padawan.
Cookie, Patty, and Mortessa.
And Mortessa. And Patty, my loves.
All right. First question. What was the first vaccine created to combat? Use your device to answer the question.
Hey, knock it off.
I love your wife.
The rest of you.
How'd you miss that one, Loki?
Consequences.
Because I'm from Pittsburgh, the home of Jonas Salk. So I just went with that. Whiskey. What do you not get about whiskey?
Pick a chalice to
I'm
drink
all
before
ranty over whiskey.
Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. This poison is the bad kind of poison, so choose carefully. Salud! Now let's see what everyone drank. Cowards! That is not cool. I probably should have set this whole game up on the first floor now that I think about it. You live and you learn.
Peterson, once again, you're our only hope.
Let's keep moving. How many keys are on a grand piano?
I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't actually know.
Piano was not my instrument.
I did! Ha ha! Yay! Oh,
Which leaves only you. Follow me. Welcome to room 217. Now we learn obedience. Follow as many rules as you can before time runs out. Everyone else is playing too. If any of them correctly follow more rules than you, I will kill you.
Yeah, Mortessa, I'm SOL.
The rules are already on your device. Go, go! There's not a lot for me to do during this game. Well, I guess I'll
damn
update my LinkedIn account. Almost out of rules time. You got outruled.
oh, very outruled.
Someday I'm gonna be famous, even if it's just on the internet.
Or infamous, you never know.
Let's try another one. Which instrument is Kenny G best known for playing?
I know this. Thank you, The Simpsons. Thank you, Lisa Simpson.
Who picked this? The rest of you who are still alive, I want to show you something.
Come on, Patty, you can do it.
Give money to each other. The person who ends up with the most
Mortessa, I contemplated it because Lisa Simpson.
money, I will kill you instead. Begin. Now let's follow the money. Well, that's a lot of money. Not really. You're safe. But an overambitious investor, on the other hand,
Peterson,
oh,
our only
ow.
hope. Peterson, you're our only hope. I'm gonna buy you a Star Wars shirt that says that.
That thing, that was funny.
we're here. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the
Especially
final
since I've never seen Star Wars in my life.
What does the JJ and JJ Abrams stand for? If you're in the audience, you should answer too.
I'm gonna guess. I
Yeah,
got nothing.
Yeah, Cookie. I don't disagree.
Who picked this?
Okay, I just lucked out
It's time.
completely.
The scariest thing of all, talking on the phone. I'm giving each of you a telephone, but I only have 4 phone numbers. For anyone else, or you die. I'll have you know, I had to kill a lot of hipsters to get these rotary phones.
Oh, damn it.
Come on, you can do it, Loki.
Well, apparently not according to this.
Cookie's getting there.
Time's almost up.
They're all right there on the screen.
Yeah, but my mouse doesn't. I don't know where the mouse that I was using was absconded to, so I'm trying to do it with a touchpad, and I suck with a touchpad.
Ah.
Yeah, Mortessa, the first time I just tried it, I just like clicked the numbers because I'm not that old.
What's an octopus?
Yes!
I think I got this one.
Who picked this?
Thank you, comparative vertebrate anatomy class.
You got it wrong. Well, that's no fun.
Next question.
Let's try another one. Let's get lit, y'all.
I already am.
The sun is known as the what?
I figure he's gonna get frustrated with this again.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure D. Peterson knows what it is.
It says D. Peterson's our only hope, even though he's not piping up in chat and being mean.
Stop.
He's concentrating on not screwing shit up. Yes, there is beer and chewing tobacco.
This.
I chose beer.
You all need to be taught a lesson.
Yep, he's frustrated. Room 563.
Hopefully you can defend yourself from ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too. And if anyone matches you, you die. Including any potential mind readers.
Here's the thing. I've never actually played a Smash Brothers game. I don't even think I own any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get killed.
Time's almost up. One of you didn't answer. That's a real jerk move. Anyway, back to the actual game.
Oh, dear.
No matches, but I wanted to believe.
Oh, wow.
He's like, y'all suck.
Why? You know what that means.
I'm not that good. I'm really not.
I got a 0. Shush.
Congrats on making it here alive. But can you escape?
That's a good question.
Peterson, rescue us.
Here's your first category. Synchronized swimming positions. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press
I have
submit.
no idea what I'm doing there. Never actually paid attention to it. I barely know what it is.
Let's see the right answers.
Okay. I can be wrong.
Movies directed by women. Time is almost up.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I knew.
Peppers.
I think. Probably not, but I think. Oh, good.
Agatha Christie mysteries.
I don't know about that second one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. I'm going to get caught up too. Yep,
You can't outrun that ghost forever.
I'm going to try.
Don't look behind you. Here comes the darkness. Detective on a Law and Order show.
Shit. I screwed that up. D. Peterson, you're going to get me.
Time is almost up.
Come on, Peterson.
Yep. He gets 2 to my 1.
You stole some
Peterson, you're our only hope.
arthropods.
I know what an arthropod is.
Science.
Another life swap. Human blood types.
Although ironically, none of mine's not up there.
Not so fast. You need a perfect answer for your final escape. And that includes the third
I
answer
didn't
choice.
want that. I didn't clicky. Damn it. Stupid double click on the touchpad.
You have to get all the right answers to escape. There's always room in the darkness. Galaxies. Time is almost up.
Let's hear it for Team Minion.
Damn it.
Boom. Kapunk. Ooh, $6,700. No, it didn't happen before.
So shall we take a break?
Okay.
Let's take a break from this because I have ranty things and I want the let's have some fun that we can play more later if people want.
Hey, I'm okay with ranty things.
Okay, well, we'll come back to
Completely
the
okay
game.
with ranty things.
We'll come back to the game later. Everybody ready for their ranty things while I pull it up? Okay. So, who here's a degenerate from Law Talk with Mike? Where are my Mike degenerates in here?
I'm sure there's at least one.
I know, but I'm waiting for an answer. I removed your game script. I hate you.
No. Nope. Right here.
I'm going
Do
to
this-
share
we'll
screen.
do this correctly.
Shut up. Okay, so who saw Mike's video this morning with Biggin? Did anyone see this? Let's see. Did
Not me.
anybody see it? Yeah, the goat thing is driving me crazy, Steve, because now that he did it, there's like 15 people that went and bought Screaming Goats. Like even Emily D. Baker. Yes, Mortessa. I'm about to put that video up because oh my god, people's heads are gonna explode. But like even Emily got one of the goats. And every stream I've watched lately, everyone's all about these stupid goats. Okay, so I'm gonna give you backstory slightly. Biggin, who does a ton of the Sov Sit stuff, sent Mike this clip, and then he came on to watch it. And we're gonna watch it together as the Beastie family, and we're gonna rant because oh my god, the audacity of this woman. The audacity. This woman needs to be beaten. Like, someone please find her for me so I can throw things at her. Did I kick myself out of my own StreamYard?
Are we talking about throwing lead down range? Because that sounds like fun.
Enough interest, I'll throw lead down range with people. I did that earlier. And I did the very interesting thumbnail that's going to happen shortly.
Ooh.
But let me pull this up for everybody because we are going to rant as a family. As the Beastie fam, we are going to rant because oh my god. So, backstory. This is family court. Okay. Not only is this family court, but the lady that won't shut the fuck up in this clip is an attorney. I would like you all to remember this. She has passed the bar. How? I don't know. But this lady has passed the damn bar. So let's keep that in mind. And you're going to be like, what in the ever loving? So we're going to have fun and rant because I am. If anyone can't hear or there's any issues, let me know. Thank you, Law Talk with Mike. Thank you, Biggin too. Everybody go subscribe to their channels. Tech Scroll, pop them up somewhere. But this is a travesty. So here we go. Okay, here we go, guys. Everybody show them love.
I need the other guy. I need the other guys.
Biggin
I
too,
can't hear. I cannot hear.
Bigen too. Biggin
What?
should be in the description, but
No volume. We're not hearing it, Loki.
Okay, hold on.
Right. It says Biggin.
Begin to. Bigenii, like Roman numeral style.
Got it.
Okay. Everybody go show them love and thank them. And we are going to fast. Okay, she's at the beginning. So just keep in mind, this dipshit's an attorney.
To me by
Let me know if there's still issues.
this guy.
Yeah, buddy.
How you doing?
Everyone good now?
Doing lovely. Lovely. Looking forward to
Hear
this.
it.
So I won't get into the gritty details, but you messaged me today. You said I've got this one, and whatever. You had some driving to do and whatnot, and you're like, I don't know if I can get to it. So I take a look at it, and I'm like, I get
Patty's
it,
going to jump
'cause
through the
it's-
screen.
you know, the hearing takes a while, takes a little
Mortessa's
development.
going to jump through
You're
the
going to have to
screen.
keep your pants on. I mean, not literally. You can take your pants off, but figuratively, you got to keep your
Pants
pants on for
off,
this one. We need to lay a little
pants off.
foundation.
Yeah, absolutely.
it-
This is no.
Yeah,
Prepare
it
for
takes
the
a while to
ranting.
warm up, but you got to see but you need to see all
Everyone
that to
prepare for me to
appreciate how
lose my
bad
shit.
it is. all right. Let's get the party started, shall we? We've got miles to go before we sleep here, people.
All right. This is the matter of Melanie Lawson versus Darren Mitchell. This is case number 18 CV
Patty, you're going to need
7633.
an inhaler.
Mr. Love, I closed your door because I was getting some feedback. That's all. All right. I'm just having a couple of technical issues, but I may sign out and then sign back in so that I can have my official backdrop. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already indicated that we have our court reporter. I've already called the matter. As you recognize that we're here on the eve of trial because I want to try to flesh out any of our outstanding issues so that we have a smoother transition into trial. So I gotta, kind of go ahead and take care of some of the larger issues. One, of course, would be the motion that was filed by Attorney Wright regarding his medical leave. Ms. Pollard, were you able to see if
Video too loud.
Ms. Solomon, yeah, she's still trying to make sure she's getting logged on. I have her on the line, so at minimum she can hear, but she's still trying to get the electronics worked out. But I do have her on the line on my phone, so she at minimum can hear what's going on.
Okay, well that's good. Okay, and so one of the concerns.
Yeah, that's the context, David. You're correct. This is trial eve. I think this is a Friday hearing. Is that right, Biggin?
Yes, it's a Friday, and the trial scheduled for Monday. Lord, I hope they broadcast it.
Oh, this thing's set up for tomorrow morning. But is it in front of this judge?
It's this judge, and they're set up for a jury trial. So they're gonna the first half of the day will be picking the jury, and then the tomorrow afternoon. Man, I hope it's on. It's going to be good. These people.
I didn't see the last half of it because it was too long. I had to run around and do things. We'll see. But from where I left it, they do not look ready for trial.
Guys, we are live streaming
especially that Miss Lawson. She's
specifically top center. Yeah.
Yeah, she's something else.
Hate I have
the court had, of course, is the age of the case. This is the oldest matter I have.
Before we get any, can you hear me now over at Krakow or no?
Well, the video's been paused. It looks like, but no,
yeah,
I could hear that you were speaking, but no words.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Is this any better? You have to let me know if it's better.
We'll have to
Okay.
let you know once it starts again.
Here's the issue, guys. Well, once I start it back up, you have to let me know. Everybody knows, all my beasties know my situation. The audacity of this woman and my hatred for her. There's only one person that rivals this level. The top right, this poor man, I want to go hug him. But the audacity of this and the names I'm going to call her. Fair warning.
On my calendar. And so it is the court's intent to get this case resolved this year. I understand that Attorney Wright filed his motion for I guess to continue, and not guess, but to continue it because of his medical leave, which the court respects. And it is not the court's intent to make you, Mr. Wright, try a case that you physically cannot.
I am straight up live streaming this tomorrow.
Has
if it goes.
Reviewed
the audacity.
Even
if
some
I was closer, I would go in
that
person with a baseball bat.
And I understand those are real medical issues. Please do not think I'm taking those medical issues lightly. The court is just feels as if, and I will also give you an opportunity to be heard. And Ms. Solomon, the court feels as if there is another lead counsel who is capable of handling the matter, because she was essentially handling the matter previously, and so that was the court's position. There is an attorney that's going
and
that is under that
on the bottom under the yellow
consideration. The court is moving forward in consideration of the age of the case. So those are that's the I guess the larger issue is whether this matters is going to be continued.
Yeah, Patty,
so that's
no
the
idea.
Reason why I brought.
By the way, we don't get there yet, but this guy's going to talk about his medical issues, and unless he's lying, and I do not think he's lying. I do not suspect he's lying one bit. I cannot believe that we're trying to proceed with the case.
Yeah, it's surprising. He's had a bad time of it.
Yeah, in Cook County, that thing's getting kicked every time. I don't care if it's been kicking around for 5 years, nothing. Given the legitimacy of these medical complaints and him being lead counsel, they'd say, let's give it a couple months at least.
That matter up first, because I kind of wanted to give you an idea of where the court was leaning and why. And I want you to understand that the court respects the medical issue. Is not that. It's just that the court believes that there is another counsel who can be lead on the case. And also,
there's nothing
even
wrong with
previously when the court granted the continuance, I think a couple of months ago, the court alluded to that being an issue. I want to beat
the lady in yellow.
But because I understood that there were some dynamics at play, the court was willing to kind of grant a continuance to try to see those things to be worked out.
Only
and now we're back in
a
precocious situation now at the end of the year. But anyway, enough being said about at least from the court's intentions. I'll hear from the parties. Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, thank you. And I do appreciate the court.
May I go first?
No, Mr. Wright filed the motion.
This is for his motion for leave.
I'm sorry.
Is this for his motion for leave? I'm a little lost on what's going on.
Did you go to law school?
This is where I was shocked. This is where I was shocked.
This is what we're doing?
I cannot believe this woman's an attorney. The woman asking these questions is an attorney.
It sounds
I watched this thing for a half hour before someone referred to her as that. I thought, you've got to be kidding me. For all the world, I thought this was a pro se. She doesn't know who goes next. She doesn't know what motions are pending in a case she has set for trial the next business day.
Darrell Brooks School of Law.
Yeah, she's little snide remarks. That's where she's heading with this. She's you'll see. She's complaining.
The audacity of this woman.
Yes, his motion for leave.
Okay, I didn't receive it. When did he file it?
Okay,
Abby, that's nothing.
I missed, Mr. Wright. Was the motion not actually filed?
Judge, I haven't been able to get to the courthouse to actually hand file because I can't e-file it based on the restriction. And So my intent, depending on how long we are today, is to try to file it this afternoon.
Literally,
but I'll be
I
before
only hate
Judge.
one person as much as I hate him. I mean her over him.
I'm blanking out, but I'll be in the DeKalb County Courthouse Monday morning because I
And
have
if
a
I was
criminal
remotely
calendar.
close, I'd be there.
That I at least have to
But
make
I'm
an
a live
announcement
streamer.
for Judge Jackson, Judge Asha Jackson. So my plan was to try to hand file when I at least appear.
That name's familiar. Do you have videos up on her, Judge Jackson? I've seen
Not
it
that I
somewhere
can
before.
remember.
Okay.
It does
to
sound
make an
familiar.
announcement in that case.
Okay. Well, at this point, is it your intent to make an oral motion at this point on this matter so the court can just pick up?
Judge, I will make an oral motion for.
Is it your intent to make an oral motion? I'm annoyed with this counsel. Make an oral motion so I can tell her to shut up. So he does.
Oh, he gonna make an oral motion.
My medical
Somebody needs
leave
to
of
make
absence.
one hell of a better one.
And in support of that, I think I've already provided to Ms. Lawson, but also the court, 2 letters from my neurologist. And to be clear, it's not the heart attack. It's
Okay, guys, I'm gonna say this. You do not have a right to his private medical information. I don't care if you're opposing counsel. I don't care that you're pro se. All he should have had to do is show the judge go, valid. And this dumb bitch, drop it. But no, we are going to take this path. So fair warning, there's whiskey and I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's not the heart surgery where I had 7 bypasses, but when they were all done, everything was thumbs up. Everyone was happy. They had an intern come in to start pulling all my main lines. And when all that stuff started to come out, they didn't do something right and they flatlined me. So I was gone.
He died
for 2 to 3 minutes.
He literally died.
An oxygen deprivation to 85% of my brain. So
the man literally died.
Neurologist's words, she wasn't sure how I've ever left the hospital, how I did not.
And here she is, Miss Lawson, making ticky-tack objections about him not filing the motion. She knows all this information. He couldn't file the motion. He said it was for whatever reason by local rule they can't e-file this motion, probably because it's an emergency or some damn thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But she knows, does not dispute that this guy's had this level of medical treatment recently. Almost died.
No, he did die.
And she's like,
if they have to code you
get a copy of it.
you're technically dead.
On.
Become either vegetative or unable to even care for myself. But I said to my neurologist, God is good. He had me standing. He has me back. I feel to where I'm at.
This man had a heart attack, needed 7 bypasses, and then was
not
coded.
Try to do too much, because if I do too much,
and they thought he was
overloading injured brain
death.
could cause permanent damage, where brain cells could ultimately die. So that's why she said, finally in September, I'll let you start working part-time.
Can I
but
go
even
first?
now in December, until I further evaluate you, and I think I'm either end of January or in February, going to be further evaluated to lift these restrictions, to make sure that I've adapted to all this stuff again, and am not likely to suffer a brain injury from trying to do too much too soon. So that was the basis of my request, to say, if we can hold this off for just a little longer, great. But if not, I have to, I guess, for myself, to protect myself, still at least
this man died.
Make the court aware and ask for leave,
and
at least until I get that clearance from my neurologist. And that's going maybe in a little more detail than what the paperwork is, but wanting to be fully transparent to the court.
He owed her nothing, but
it is that brain injury, not the heart attack, not the heart surgery, that is causing my recovery to be very closely, I guess, phased in by my doctors.
All right, Ms. Lawson.
Thank you, Your Honor. My only objection is to putting off I understand, and I'm glad that Mr. Wright is here.
I'm glad he's not dead.
But my objection is to postponing this case because it's been so long. I mean, I filed this in 2018. It's been a very contentious case. Ms. Solomon has been practicing for a long time. She was the first attorney to file entry into the case. And it looks like she has a law partner that's logged in right now. So if she wishes...
Is that the one that's not here yet? Oh,
yeah,
this
that's
is
her.
Rich. She's boosting up her resume, saying this woman can handle it. Well, let me tell you, you all see Biggin knows. She said some less favorable things about her in the past.
Is to have co-counsel at trial. She has that. I'll be there by myself. So, I do believe that the defendant has competent representation to move forward even without Mr. Wright.
I believe you're a
Judge, if I can respond, expanding, I focus most of my...
Hold on.
Hey, Greg, what's up?
Really? Hold on 1 second, guys. Unfortunately, since my small person meandered away, my touchpad hates me. Okay. There we go. We can continue it. Twat waffle.
An hour and a half ago, Greg? Yeah, my little brain says that if this is the guy's problem, they need to be kicking that can back down the road for a while. Because he's not asking for anything.
This chick Solomon, I love the faces. But this twat waffle against the yellow. This chick died. Musky waffle. Waffle. Hold on.
I mean, I don't think the guy's asking for anything out of the way. Yeah, okay, the case is 4 years old. Who cares? This guy's
Hold on
got
1 second, guys. Yeah, you guys heard right. This twat waffle really is going to go after the man that died. Okay, we have it fixed. So we're going to go back to this. Tell you how I really feel? That's why there was alcohol. Y'all are going to know how I really feel real fast. Because this... I forgot to click that. Damn it. Okay, I shouldn't be allowed to do this with whiskey. Just FYI.
Well, Patty, she'd have to have more than one, you see.
Hold on 1 second, guys. I've got you.
She'd have to have one to start with. And even if she does have one, it would probably have died quickly.
It's going to die quickly when I'm done. What it going to do? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I am going to lose my ever fucking mind. No, shut up. Shut up till I hit share. Y'all, Streamlabs, don't with me. Okay, let me know if we can't hear it again or something.
Nope, no audio.
Audio?
I see his lips moving, and I'm not hearing anything.
Whiskey and technology don't mix.
Still nothing. I see him.
There we go.
And nope,
Patty
I'm not hearing her either.
You died, but I want to keep going. I'm more important. Dude, are you trying to be Supreme Karen?
What?
Bitch, are you the Supreme Karen?
Oh, we don't hear any. I don't hear anything.
You guys still can't hear?
I can't hear. I don't know about them. They're not saying anything. Well, they haven't said anything about it.
That's what Loki says about me. I see. Okay, good. 10, 6.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I'm fixing it for like the 88th time because I suck. Okay? Hold on. This, like, when I tell you, this makes me so fucking mad. You have no idea. Okay.
Well, certainly she's going to get a court victory if she pushes the guy off the deep end.
Guys, let me know if we can hear now. Yes, no. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me?
It looks like it's still paused. No, I'm not hearing her still.
You what?
She's yapping. I can't hear her.
She's yapping and you can't hear her. It's set to share my audio. Oh, I bet you because of this. Okay, wait. Who can we not hear, me or Mike?
We can hear you fine.
You can't hear Mike. Okay. We'll try this one more time.
And I do damage.
There she goes.
How about now?
Could ultimately die. So that's why she said, finally in September, I'll let you start working part-time. But even now in December, until
now,
I further evaluate you, and I think I'm either end of January or in February,
can we hear
going
Mike?
to be further evaluated to lift these restrictions, to make sure that I've adapted to all this stuff again, and am not likely to suffer a brain injury from trying to do too much too soon. So that was the basis of my request to say, you know, if we can hold this off for just a little longer, great. But if not, I have to, I guess, for myself, to protect myself, still at least make the court aware and ask for leave, at least until I get that clearance from my neurologist. And that's going maybe in a little more detail than what the paperwork is, but wanting to be fully transparent to the court. It is that brain injury, not the heart attack, not the heart surgery, that is causing my recovery to be very closely, I guess, phased in by my doctors.
All right, Ms. Lawson.
Thank you, Your Honor. My only objection is to putting off I understand, and I'm glad that Mr. Wright is here. But my objection is to postponing this case because it's been so long. I filed this in 2018. It's been a very contentious case. Ms. Solomon has been practicing for a long time. She was the first attorney to file entry into the case. And it looks like she has a law partner that's logged in right now. So if she wishes...
Is that the one that's not here yet?
Wait till this lady is mine.
Oh, yeah, that's her. She's boosting up her resume, saying this woman can handle it. Well, let me tell you, you all see Big and knows. She said some less favorable things about her in the past.
Just to have co-counsel at trial, she has that. I'll be there by myself. So, I do believe that the defendant has competent representation to move forward even without Mr. Wright.
And Judge, if I can respond, expanding, I focus most of my comments just on my medical condition.
Oh, hold on for a second. Miss Trish, Miss Solomon is present now. I think we can get her in.
This is why I'm not allowed.
Oh, here we go.
Because the shit that comes out of Miss Solomon's
this gets
mouth
so good. It takes a while, but it gets so good.
Okay.
This is me right down here as a lawyer.
Can you unmute? Let's make sure we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, excellent. All right.
This is me as a lawyer.
Go ahead, Mr. Wright.
One of the concerns, which I think we said, well, hey, let's try to get Mr. Wright healthy and ready to do this, is because in terms of trying to make sure the trial flowed as smoothly as possible. That was one concern. But two, at the same time, Ms. Lawson is objecting to this case being put off. She just filed an amended complaint today and is raising issues.
Oh, good Lord. I don't know. Big, I know you're not an attorney. I don't know. I know a lot of people aren't. I can't tell you how freaking out of the ordinary it is to file an amended complaint the day before trial.
Or the night before trial you filed.
That's offensive to everybody involved.
No.
I mean, I don't know if that will fully get through to everybody who doesn't practice law. You think, oh, maybe attorneys do that all the time. No, they don't. That's insanity. Oh, okay, I'm better.
Such as wanting the jury to hear about whether or not there's an enforceable settlement agreement, whether or not different things we've done in this litigation constitute abusive litigation. I mean, she's trying to...
Objection. He's misrepresenting my complaint.
Well,
different is the settlement dispute. I mean, I wanted to interject before we get too far afield. It was just the settlement issue, and I'll explain why that's even on there. But the abusive...
But he's making a statement, so why are you...
It's already stated that the abusive litigation claims don't move forward.
Okay.
The court stated that in its 2019 December orders.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Lawson. What we're going to do is we're going to allow each person to speak. All right, before you jump over another person. You can simply say objection, and at that time I'll either indicate what I'm going to do. No speaking objections, okay?
Okay, and would you advise Ms. Solomon of the same?
I just did that to everyone, so that's everyone, and everyone is me as a lawyer. Okay? Go ahead, Mr. Wright.
Well, Your Honor, she's filed this fifth amended complaint because she wants this issue to also be presented to the jury. And while it is related to the case, it isn't something we've had the benefit of fully, I guess, litigating in terms of this issue of the contract. But the point being is, she herself, by taking this action of amending the complaint to add a new cause of action, I would respectfully submit to the court, means that she's saying she's fine with not going to trial literally in 2 days, because certainly the defense...
Objection.
Okay. Certainly the defense should be able
to have an opportunity to make any clarification.
Should be able to prepare itself for whatever this
Okay, just yelling objection and then not providing a basis.
What I'm going to need is for her to shut the fuck up.
And then having the judge ignore you is like I don't really have a valid objection. It's a tacit admission. You don't have a valid objection, and the judge is just simply not taking you seriously. Nor should they.
Oh, I'm okay.
If you don't just blurt objection, and I mean that's just. Effectively, that's what I should do. I just go to court with my screaming goat, and whenever I don't like something, I just hit the button.
You got to get that on video, man.
New causes of action are. So by her own, I guess, actions and her desires of how this should proceed. Also, I guess we'll get into it when we look at the portions of the pretrial order. It's sort of clear that she still intends to try issues beyond what are actually still before the court based on the summary judgment ruling. So,
the prosecutor.
You may continue.
One, we need to clarify that, but two, front and center to all of her pleadings is again this settlement agreement issue that the court has already ruled on, but she wants it put to a jury as opposed to the court's ruling on it.
Objection.
So I'm only suggesting that
this bitch went to
the it is confusing that on one hand, we're asking for me to be able to have a little more time to get healthy and present this case for my client. But at the same time, Ms. Lawson wants to add issues for the jury's consideration, but doesn't want us to have enough time to explore those issues.
Okay, Daniel.
And Ms. Lawson contends, there's certain things I should have had, so I want all these different things deemed admitted. I want this relief and that relief, but I don't want it continued or any of these discovery issues flushed out and resolved prior to trial. It just seems that as much as as judge, I would love to try this case ASAP, but for all these reasons, I'm just asking for if we could do this in February, March, but get it done in the very near term. That way I can actually still serve as lead, but also we can flush out all these other issues that seem to now be presented by the presentation of plaintiff's pretrial order, plaintiff's Fifth Amendment.
Objection.
My 5-year-old knows better.
No basis.
Okay.
Just
Your Honor, he's misrepresenting the nature of the Fifth Amendment complaint. I reduced the size of that complaint, number one, because it was like 53 pages. I reduced it to about 13, between 13 and 15.
Did you reduce it down to the number of counts that remained after motions? No, I'm sure of it.
There are no new issues other than the settlement dispute. And there's a motion for that I would like to elaborate on that because it does present a jury matter. And my motion explains that it presents a jury matter. This is nothing new to opposing counsel because they filed a brief regarding it in 2021. So they've seen this before. It's just there's an issue that needs to be resolved with it. Mr. Wright stated that I wanted to litigate issues that have already been disposed of. There are only two claims on my punitive damages and 2 for slander per se, but they're related to the same type of statement. Those have been on there all along. Like I stated before, the only one that has not was not on there before was the mistake regarding the settlement dispute. There are questions of fact, so it needs to go to trial. And I'm not sure that you want to get into that yet because we're still, you're still hearing the motion regarding Mr. Wright's leave. So
even if we talked about this, I have some concerns about the settlement agreement being a jury issue. But even if it was a jury issue, it wouldn't be handled. It would be bifurcated anyway.
I filed a motion for that, Your Honor.
To the extent, but I don't believe it's a jury issue.
Well, I do ask the court to hear my motion because I've substantiated that argument with law that states that it is a jury issue. What happened in your order is you decided the order as a matter of fact. You looked at settlement discussions, and there's case law that states that that is specifically reserved for a jury. When the court decides a motion to enforce, it decides the motion as a matter of law, which means you only look to the four corners of the contract.
Is this bitch really lecturing a judge?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that question myself. What's up with this? She's telling the judge how to do her job.
You are really?
I think the judge is supposed to know that.
This bitch.
Don't they have to be lawyers?
Actually, that's state dependent, but this bitch is an attorney. I don't care that you died. I just wanted to go Monday because I don't care that you died. And then you gonna lecture the judge. Well, this is what it is. This is the case law, Your Honor, and I'm gonna quote your own bitch. You already ruled on it. You ain't gotta quote anything. She's smarter than you. God damn. A doorknob is smarter than your stupid ass.
Now, in your order, you stated that there was no settlement agreement as of January 4th because it wasn't in writing. Neither an offer nor a settlement agreement have to be in writing. Now, it just so happens in this case.
By the way, this is hard for me. This is DeKalb County, as you Georgians like to say. We also have a DeKalb County in Illinois, but we pronounce the L and the B. I mean, I'm sure it's named after the same dude or whatever, and it just regionally different pronunciation. It doesn't really matter, but it's like hard for me. I mean, I've appeared in DeKalb County, in court. So then I see this, whatever.
It was subsequently reduced to a writing. So there was something that you could look at to determine what the terms were and if they were clear, and if it was apparent from reading them, they were unambiguous and everyone knew what they were supposed to do. Okay, so it is possible for the court to decide the settlement agreement as a matter of law, but the court is restricted to looking only at the four corners of the settlement agreement and not the settlement discussions. Now, if the court does not want to grant the motion to enforce as a matter of law, then the questions of fact that require...
Okay, it's clear to me, again, I'm just going to insert this because I'm an attorney. This argument's been had and lost by her. This very argument, it's very, very typical. Is this an issue of fact, or is this for the finder of fact or the finder of law? The judge determined as a matter of law that which is that's the way she was going to rule. So now we're relitigating this issue on the eve of trial. It's so frustrating.
We're looking at emails and settlement discussions. Those are reserved for a jury because those matters. Well, the questions of law are always.
Thank you for regurgitating the argument you previously made and lost. If you want to beat me with it, take it to the appellate court. Next.
Reserved for a jury. And I got a little more into this, and I think the court was ready to because you haven't ruled on your motion for Mr. Wright's leave yet. But that is just to give you some idea of why that's even coming up in this hearing yet. I mean, at this point.
Okay.
My spirit animal down here.
And again, I would ask that the court reserve any ruling on that because I would like to substantiate what I've stated with the actual case law that supports that. I'm not,
your stupid ass.
But I like I said, I don't want to argue this motion in the middle of Mr. Wright's motion for leave.
But you are.
For a continuance, whichever one it is at this point.
But you are. If you want to, you shut the fuck
Which is
up.
exactly what she was doing. I don't want to do what I've just spent the last 5 minutes doing. Okay.
So
just watch the lady in the bottom. This is why I am not a lawyer.
My intention is to.
And the court reporter is just looking uncomfortable.
Your Honor, so you're going on record as forcing the parties to go to trial when we have a settlement agreement? Because the motion to agree states that there is a settlement agreement.
You don't, and you lost as a matter of law. Stop.
So the court is forcing, and the attorneys are forcing
this. Solomon,
you need to turn your volume up because I'm not going to scream. Okay.
Well, I am.
Can you hear me?
No, the question is, can you hear me? Because I've called your name now 4 times.
Oh yeah.
Garbage.
All right.
I was talking.
In the words of my child's
So
kindergarten,
my position is you need to listen. Okay. That I now I'm a little bit confused, and I think Mr. Wright has some validity. You just indicated you objected the continuance, but when I said we're going to trial, you object to going to trial. So
yeah, I object to going to trial on the grounds that the settlement agreement is enforceable. And I don't know if you're here. So are we going to argue? Do you want me to argue that motion now?
No, I don't.
But
what
don't you understand
ever gave you the idea that anyone wanted you to re-argue this motion that you've lost numerous times now? Nobody.
She's doing her best to drag it back in.
Oh, that's yeah, she sure
no,
is.
it's not been so because there are questions of fact, and the court is not authorized to answer questions of fact. It's not authorized to make.
Yeah, you see, the prior ruling is that it was a question of law, and you lose. Next.
Findings of fact, not even on a motion to enforce. Now, like I said before, I would be more than happy to present the court with the law that states that. But again, we're still on. We're getting into another motion.
We're going to trial.
Can we shoot this lady now?
We're going to trial, even though there's a settlement agreement. You decided that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what she decided.
No,
okay, you're saying that
I did not indicate there was a settlement agreement. I agree. I indicated there was not.
That's right, and that's the problem because you said it wasn't in writing. An offer and a settlement agreement do not have to be in writing. You based your decision.
That is not the full extent of the court.
Yes, it is. Well, Your Honor,
I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm not doing that. We're going to try.
Yes.
Judge says this is the way it is. She says, no, it's not. What, is she trying to get kicked off this case? That's my question.
You filed a motion. I ruled against your motion. Now I'm going to try to bring the motion up again and lecture the judge on case law. Yet you don't know.
Supposed to know that already.
But the person that wants to lecture a judge didn't know what order you talk in. For one. For two, he died, and all you care about is going to trial and the fuckery of filing things at the deadline on a Friday, knowing, by the way, Twat Waffle, you already been ruled against, and I know you went to Darrell Brooks School of Law. You know how I know? Do you know how I know you went? Because this sounds amazingly familiar to objection, hearsay, interlocutory appeal. Bitch, this isn't the time or the place. Did you not? No. What part don't you get? The N or the O? Were you dropped on your head? And it gets worse.
Not sure how.
Oh, trust me. And you'll see why I say Solomon's my spirit animal with this.
Yeah.
Trial. I'm now moving into.
So we're going to trial, even though there's a settlement agreement.
I think I said that, and if I said it, let me make sure everyone on this call understands this. Okay.
Let me do this in crayon for you.
When I get in front of a jury, I want you to make sure you clearly understand this. You all will not be embarrassing this court. Okay.
AKA,
please make sure you understand that.
DB.
I don't even want you all to think you have a glimpse of it. Okay. It won't happen. That I 100% assure you it won't happen. Okay. So everyone go ahead and take your weekend breathers, do your Pilates, whatever you need to do to gain composure, because you will not be embarrassing me.
Your Honor,
this matter is going to trial. When I make a ruling, you're going to adhere to it.
You were not authorized to make that ruling. You were not authorized to make that.
You're going to trial. You'll either be in.
Excuse me, what?
Yikes. Somebody's looking to get disbarred.
What?
Judge is authorized to do anything they fucking please.
You can't practice law from the bench. Bitch. I know Daryl Brooks could not have started HRT this quickly. Are you his biological sister? Matt, she's done nothing but lecture the judge. She is quoting case law. No, Judge, it's not what this means. Here's 15 kinds of... What in the egg McFuckmuffin bullshit? And no, not just the rules don't piss off the judge. You are lucky I am not in Georgia or in good enough health to drive there. But if this goes on Monday, tomorrow, I'm live streaming this shit. Because this hot waffle right here on Monday, no. Bless your heart, whatever you want to say, no. And this judge is like, what you're not going to do is make me look like the judge in the Daryl Brooks case. Well, I'm telling you right now, what you're not going to do is open your fucking mouth more times. You'll see why Solomon's my spirit animal in a minute.
Absolutely, I will be there, but I'm saying for the record, you were not authorized to make the findings of fact that you did, and you stated that the contract had to be right. You're not hearing me.
The next time you something out your mouth, when I call your name, will be $100. Okay. If I call your name and you do not stop talking, I'm going to charge you $100. Do you understand?
Also known as, again, you ain't going to make a fool of me like the Daryl Brooks judge, and I'm going to start fining you because you're pro se, so I can't just hold you in contempt. What you're not going to do is make a mockery out of this shit. You are...
Wait, she's not actually a lawyer?
She is a lawyer. She is a pro se... She's a lawyer, and this is family court, and she is pro se. She has passed the bar. I have... If she passed the bar, my 5-year-old can pass the bar. She went to the fucking Daryl Brooks School of Law. Solomon in this call is my spirit animal. Judge Barry over here is like, if I gotta take a wooden spoon or a flip-flop and beat your ass, is what I'm gonna do, because we ain't gonna act up in court. The audacity. And it gets worse.
You understand, Ms.
Your Honor? I do. And now may I speak?
No.
No.
So you're not going to have to say
$100.
Did she tell you?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sweet Jesus. What? I'm going to make some rulings in this case. You're going to adhere to them. Okay? We're going to trial. You'll be here in the morning, 9 a.m. All right?
Your Honor, what time should Senator be there since
Ms. Solomon, at 9 a.m. Ms. Solomon, same deal.
I know, it's beautiful. I really like
Your
the
Honor, I
judge.
have a question about the
Judge
witnesses.
Barry, she's all good.
Since
I'm going to go through the pretrial order, and we'll go through those when we get to them, okay? That's what we're about to do.
You don't have the authority, Judge. It's her fucking courtroom.
She has all the authority.
Who else is going to say shit? And every female in here knows Solomon's about to put her hair in a ponytail.
With regard to the pretrial orders, the first section deals with who the attorneys are. I have Melanie Lawson, Esquire, who is appearing pro se with P.O. Box 28808 Atlanta 30058. Email being Melanie Lawson Esquire at gmail.com. Phone number being 678-672-9025. Is that correct, Ms. Lawson?
Yes, there it is.
And then for the defendant, I have Trisha Solomon, the Solomon firm at 2964 Peachtree Road, 610, Atlanta, Georgia, 30305. Trisha at the SolomonFirm.com.
Well, she's not calling it specifically contempt, but to find somebody $100, you need contempt. Yes, implicit in that is she's holding her in contempt.
And then Mr. Derek Wright, who was leave, but in consideration of his medical leave, which the court will allow and grant,
he died.
Mr. Wright, I have now as will be second on the case to the extent you appear for it at P.O. Box 143265, Fayetteville, Georgia 30214. Attorney Derek Wright at gmail.com. Did I get the addresses correct, Ms. Solomon and Mr. Wright?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Estimated time for the trial, both of you have 2 days or at least 16 hours, which essentially is 2 days for trial. Those 2 days that you estimate, I just want to make sure, are y'all including jury selection in that time frame, Ms. Law?
No, Your Honor. It's 3 days.
No, because I don't know.
Ms. Solomon indicated that on August 25th during the hearing that we had.
Oh, for the love of
it
God.
It needs to be 3 days.
She argues about everything.
Okay, then why'd you put 16 hours in yours?
That may have been what was in there before the hearing. I just updated what I had.
No, this is dated the 14th.
Boom. I love it. The judge calls her out right there. No, it's dated just the other day. And then she says, well, I just re-signed an order and it wasn't updated. Well, that's not a good admission. That's sloppy. You should be updating that information at the time when you're updating the order.
Even so, I had already started the pretrial order, so that was probably already in there. And I just forgot.
Oh, so you're sloppy and incompetent.
You get to watch
nice admission.
Change it.
Okay, no issues.
Okay.
All right. Then the court is now moving towards motions that are pending for consideration. I received a few motions that I think we can kind of get through those, but I have plaintiff's motion to bifurcate the trial. That's an issue regarding the matter of the settlement dispute. We're still reviewing that issue, but like I said, to the extent that the court that it remains, which I do not believe at this juncture that it does. Where's Ms. Solomon?
I'm here, Your Honor. I was trying to get a pen. I'm coming.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
A pen?
I was trying to get a baseball.
And Your Honor, I'd like to place on the record my objection.
Biggin, is she referring to a writing instrument there?
I hope so.
It's possible.
Okay.
Either that or something
for local Georgia translator. I just wanted to know.
To not having a bifurcated trial for the jury to hear the settlement dispute.
Can she not shut up? How is this woman a lawyer?
Is the judge still? Okay.
Is the judge still here, bitch? Is she on screen?
Oh, it's this chest.
She sure did.
Like the dog.
Bitch, is the judge still on screen? I'm telling you, she's going for a hair tie.
All right. The motion for summary judgment based on the expanded record. What motion for summary judgment that you're referring to?
By the way, we've got a ways to go here, but when this actually heats up a little bit more,
and
Miss Solomon gives some of the best facial expressions. They're just what you'd expect, but they're fantastic.
There are no outstanding motions.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. I filed them on August 23rd and August 24th, and I put them in Dropbox, and I believe that your Ms. Marshall pulled them today. And the reason I filed that motion is that the defendant has misrepresented the nature of defamation as it relates to the employer. So under 5154A,
I'm not taking up any motions for summary judgment. Those are summarily just denied.
Well, no, Your Honor. What I'm saying is the defendant's claim is
what? Well, no, Your Honor. She's trying to make an oral motion for summary judgment right now. The judge has said, "I'm not happy."
The judge, I'm gonna make a motion. No, I denied everything. There are no motions. We're not going to do a motion on the eve of trial. I've already denied you. Now sit down and shut the fuck up. Stop trying to relitigate it. Oh my God, you stupid twat waffle.
Okay, Matthew Legault has a theory.
It's all denied. Well, no. That boggles my mind. The stupidity of that response.
Is not what he states it is. So there isn't anything to go to trial. Like in order to have a counterclaim regarding your employer, you have to state something negative about that person with regard to.
She literally is trying to explain to a fucking judge what you need for defamation. Seriously? You are going to lecture a judge? Oh my God. I know you went to the Darrell Brooks School of Law or the Elaine School or the one from the Cummings School. I don't know where y'all came from, but y'all need shipped off to a goddamn desert island. Either you were dropped on your head or not beaten enough as a child. But chick with the yellow background, the audacity coming out of your mouth, that is going to get worse. No, I cannot with you.
Okay.
Your
Those two
perfection,
options.
and there's no allegation.
I'm not taking up any motion for summary judgment. It
Okay,
is
so then a motion. I would like for the court.
primarily denied to the
So you're not going to listen to my motion. So, Your Honor, what are we going to try?
Yeah, she's not going to listen to your motion, like she just stated twice in a row.
How many times has she
And
had
no
to
judge
repeat
in the
herself?
country would under this circumstance.
I want as far as the defendant's claims, because the defendant has misstated.
I'm on C of your document. Defendant's motion to correct errors
go ahead and
and
ignore
list
you.
of undisputed facts in an order on defendant's motion for
Like I
summary
said,
judgment.
Solomon on the bottom over
Yes.
here.
By the way, thank you, Biggin. Everybody
Okay,
who
we're
hasn't
getting rid of
already, and
this,
I know a lot of you
Matt,
have, go
you gotta be
over,
able to
like,
see her.
subscribe, check out Biggin's channel.
Okay.
He's got stuff like this all the time.
I'm not sure exactly what
guys,
that is. To the
because
extent it
this is my
exists,
spirit
it's
animal
denied.
right now.
Well, Your Honor,
I
are we
asked you, I
going
didn't
to address
ask you.
problems
You
with
can't do
the
that.
case?
Yes,
Motion,
you
I'm
can.
on
She's
D.
the judge. No,
Plaintiff's
shut up.
motion for sanctions for failure to comply with the court's order. What motion?
Yes, Your Honor, I filed that. The defendant still hasn't produced his phone records. You filed an order compelling him to produce his phone records in December of 2019 and another one in August of 2022. He still refuses to produce his phone records. Additionally, when we were in the summary judgment hearing, Mr. Wright stated that they had a wealth of evidence.
Miss Solomon's look right now is exactly how I feel. It's perfect. Well, it's like, oh, do go on with your stupid. If they haven't produced that stuff, then that means they're barred from presenting it as evidence. It's not important and it's not germane to the issues here. We go on for like a half hour with this. It's amazingly, it's interesting how stupid she is, but she doesn't get it.
If this isn't better,
She
guys,
doesn't understand
I
what the
will
sanction
mute
is.
it
If they
more.
don't produce something, then they can't put it into
No,
evidence.
I can hear you fine.
That's it. That's the only sanction that any court will provide under that
Well,
circumstance.
people are saying they can't hear
And she
me
just
over
wants to
them.
whine about it to no
Yeah,
end, to no good effect
Yeah,
for her
yeah,
client.
but unfortunately,
it's maddening.
yeah,
That they failed to
Ladies
produce.
of
Mr. Wright
died.
stated that there
And they
were
brought him back.
emails from me to Zenny Lynch
but
where I
she's
was
mad
keeping
about
tabs
it.
on the
She's big
defendant.
mad.
He said, we have those emails. It's in the transcript. But no, they don't.
You
they never
don't
had
have
any
a
such
right
emails.
to
They've not produced
email.
anything like that.
Shut up.
They stated
They're
that
not
there
using
was
Okay, let's just do
right
one,
now.
one thing at a time. You said there are phone records that were not produced. Ms. Solomon, what's the issue on phone
So
records?
the issue is if there were phone records not produced, which we don't have the phone
How much
records.
more of
She
this
never
lady is
filed a
there?
Rule 6.4. She never filed a motion to compel.
objection.
When you ordered us,
Just the, as I indicated, you can make the objection,
This
but
is
you
my
continue to
spirit
talk.
animal.
And then it's just made for the record so that I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
no 6.4, no motion to compel. When you put it in an order to have us deliver those records, we don't have them, but she never filed a contempt. She has to follow the same procedures that we follow, and she's not.
Your Honor, that's not
And
There's a
she's
procedure. In Illinois, you would
How
use
did
what's
you
called
pass
Supreme Court
the
Rule
bar?
201K. You would call the other side and say, we've asked you to produce these things. You haven't produced
How
these things.
did
Why
you
not?
pass the
Then you
bar?
get a date. And then the next thing you do is you file a motion to compel. It's the same
You
procedure. I can
literally
tell they're calling it slightly
passed
different things. It's the same
the
exact
bar.
freaking procedure because it makes sense. And the attorney's not doing any of those things. So as your opposition, you just think, fine, I guess they've given up on the issue. Next.
You don't have records.
I'm sorry.
don't have them.
Okay.
Your Honor, I filed a motion for, I filed everything she said I didn't. I filed a 6.4.
Darryl Brooks.
We had a hearing about the matter.
You know, there's
Because
a
I filed a
record.
motion to compel. That was the reason you conducted the hearing on August 25th of 2019. There was a motion to compel, and the court even filed an order compelling him to produce those
He
records
can't
on December
produce
24th of
something he
2019.
doesn't have,
So
you dumb
what Ms.
twat
Solomon
waffle.
said to you is just patently false. All of those motions that I just mentioned
are in the record.
Matt,
So,
Your Honor,
that was
so we're
necessary
talking about phone records.
to-
I'm sorry, one comment. Let her finish. I will. Yes, ma'am.
So everything that was necessary to bring the matter before the court was filed. And let's start with the fact that my request for the defendant to produce his phone records was in 2018. So these records have been outstanding in 2018. His attorneys filed motions for protective orders, which were not granted. They've already argued why they didn't want to produce the records. They argued that during the discovery hearing, August 25th, 2019, and they argued it again against my motion for sanctions when they failed to produce it, and they argued that in October of 2019. So again,
good Lord.
Between October 2019, well, after that summary judgment hearing in October, the court filed an order compelling the defendant to produce his phone records, redacted phone records. I only wanted to see calls between the parties.
The judge already.
The court filed an order on December 24th, 2019.
Tell me what the judge fucking did.
You said that we could redact the phone records and only show calls between the parties. That way we don't see all the other calls.
Solomon's my damn spirit.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, I was wondering what were you trying to see?
Yeah, that would be the typical order.
Between the parties.
And between the defendant and the plaintiff.
Okay. So wouldn't she have those?
Your Honor, I'm not finished presenting. And so anyway, the court filed that order compelling December 24th of 2019.
1 second, let me just back up because that's the reason I asked. That's what I was trying to figure out. Wouldn't you already have your own records? Why would you?
I asked for the defendant's records because they tend to dispute everything that I state. And since we're redacting the phone records, they never filed a discovery request for me to produce phone records.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking why are you asking them to produce something you already have?
I don't have their phone records.
But
I don't have their phone records.
Oh my good Lord, I saw this part. I don't have what they...
I don't have the phone records. I want the phone records of them calling me. Then pull your own goddamn cell phone bill, you dumb bitch.
They have for phone records, but I have the phone records. Well, then if you think they're great, produce them in evidence. And then they don't have anything to refute it with because they didn't produce it. Yippee for you. Carry on. And if you think that they're holding something back from you, well, then you have to go back to the procedures we previously discussed, which you didn't do.
You would have.
I'm getting to that.
You're the plaintiff, right? You're the person you're talking about, right?
I'm frustrated.
Right?
I don't understand your question. What do you mean?
You said the parties. You're talking about you and Mr. Mitchell. So you want Mr. Mitchell to show you when he called you?
Your Honor, I requested those phone records so that there wouldn't be any dispute.
Is that the question?
Right, because you said that.
Why would there be a?
I'm trying to answer your question. If you would let me.
No, you're not answering.
No,
it.
Daryl Brooks, shut up.
My question was, why do you want records for him calling you? You being the plaintiff, wouldn't you have your own record of him calling you?
But to avoid a dispute when they're redacted. This is what you told us in October of 2019. I told you that he didn't produce his phone records. You said both of us need to produce, and you said we could redact it. And
this issue should have been flushed out on a motion to compel and or a motion for sanctions, a subsequent motion for sanctions 18 months ago, if you cared at all or knew what the hell you were doing.
It sounds like it was, and she's just wanting to bring it back up again.
Yep. Just relitigate it. That's why I was so shocked she's an attorney, because she acts like a pro se, like she has a fundamental misunderstanding of how law works on all levels. It's weird.
It was my understanding that the reason that both would redact and produce their phone records is so that someone can't say that they redacted calls, that shouldn't have been redacted. So it was just for the veracity of it, to make sure that the parties properly redacted the records. This is what your order was when we were in court.
But it doesn't matter.
And this is the order that you filed in December.
Solomon, 1 second. I'm not disputing what my order was. I quite frankly can't remember what it was. But as I sit here right now and listen to the request, my question was what it was. I'm thinking I'm trying to determine the value of what you're missing and how that affects the trial. That's what I'm trying to determine. And if what you're missing is something you already have, then you're not really missing anything.
I asked the court to deem my records stipulated so that there isn't a dispute, because if I present those records to a jury and
the court doesn't deem a record stipulated, you goof. It's the exact opposite of stipulation. Stipulation means the parties agreed to it. A judge can allow something in because there's a basis or there's a foundation or there's some other things, but it's the fact that the court is forcing it means it's not stipulated. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay,
the defendant's attorneys dispute how they're redacted and say there's something that's redacted, like there are calls that are redacted out that are from me to him. Because part of the argument is, oh, she was calling, harassing, and the phone records prove that just simply didn't happen. So
you all have stipulated on the phone record?
I'm asking the court to deem it stipulated since they won't, and since they won't produce their own to show that
you need a certificate. Why would I deem something when you can get a certificate? You need to have the records.
No,
do you have
redacted? This bitch is literally correcting no.
They're not going to certify it. If I'm redacting the phone records, I'm altering it. Why would they certify an altered record?
Redacted after they certify you.
Have you gotten the record certified?
Get certified, then redact.
No.
This isn't hard. This is not rocket science.
So the defendant doesn't have to produce his phone records even though you told him to. This is what I'm hearing now.
No, that's not the question. My question is,
why are you mad? Because if it's
did you have your records certified?
No.
How are you planning on getting them in if they're not certified?
Then you don't have foundation.
Well, at least we could. I mean, they would. If you stipulate to them, you don't have to worry about that.
Correct.
She can't stipulate to him. She's not a party. She's the judge. It's dumb in the construction of the request. Not to mention, not going to happen.
The defendant is not producing his phone records. That does. I mean, that would have resolved that issue. They could have seen that what I had and what they had matched and stipulated to it.
Well, they could have, or they could have seen it and still not stipulated to it.
Your Honor, if I could be heard.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
You're the only one making sense.
Here's the thing too, that I hate to expand on this very issue, but based on what the limited issues that are now before the court post summary judgment, we have a single cause of action by Ms. Lawson for a conversation my client allegedly had with Detective Stoddard, and whether that interaction created a defamation cause of action. That's what's left. The court granted summary judgment on all the other issues. The phone calls, I can't see how these phone calls would have been relevant to that very narrow issue that is before the court at this point. Secondly, I don't think Ms. Lawson did third-party notice to produce to obtain these things, which she could have done. She had all the information known to her, but also I don't believe, and I could be wrong on this, and if I am, I'm sure I'll be corrected, that she produced her records to us for us to even review to consider a stipulation.
Objection, Your Honor, I did produce them.
But even then, generally, and I'll just go ahead and talk about trial strategy, while I normally will stipulate the things when I know the other side has done what they're supposed to do, when I think the other side may not do the things they're supposed to do to get things into evidence,
objection,
I generally am not going to stipulate to somehow help them do something that.
Oh, good Lord. The guy just had major medical problems, and he's super bright, and what he's saying is all 100% absolutely correct. However, he could say, I'm not stipulating to it. Everything else is implied. He's like being all nice. He's like, well, when the other side betrays that they're incompetent and has no idea how to lay a foundation, I'm not going to help them out. No kidding. Nor is any other litigator on the planet. That's how things work. But he's so slow about it. Anyway, I'm better.
They should have known to do such as getting certified copies of records or other mechanisms by which trial attorneys will often make sure that we use the rules of evidence in such a way to make sure things are admissible. And what's happening now is I think the court is maybe discovering.
You literally have to explain the procedure for admissibility of things, but you pass the... Okay, look, even I know this, and I'm not a fucking lawyer. And the phone records are between the two of you. And you didn't file anything you were supposed to fucking file. And stop lecturing the goddamn judge on what the law is. I know you went to the Darrell Brooks School of Law. Do I need to build you a goddamn box for it and write objection on a piece of paper for you to hold up and mute your stupid ass?
But she's making Darrell Brooks look good.
That one party is not necessarily taking the steps to make sure things are admissible and to try to backdoor
Objection,
it,
you're a twat
force
waffle.
Stipulation.
Objection.
As opposed to
objection, you're a twat waffle.
Having their evidence ready in order to make sure it can be admitted.
Objection. Your Honor, my response to that is it is not uncommon for parties to stipulate to evidence so that they don't have to go through the process.
You're a dumbass.
It's not, but you haven't gone through the process and you don't have that relationship and you didn't obtain the stipulation. It's also not incompetent for incompetent attorneys to get hammered at trial because they don't know what they're doing. And that's what it looks like we're fixing to have happen here.
Proving that it's, authentic. They don't have to go through the process of authenticating at trial. And that's what the attempt was. And my understanding when we were in court in October of 2019, when you said that I had to produce mine and he had to produce his, was that it would facilitate that. So when stipulating to those records, rather than the concern that defendant's attorneys had and the defendant too, was how much information would be available to me if I had his phone records. And so I wasn't trying to get any more from him than, I wasn't trying to see his whole entire phone records. I could have done that. I could have subpoenaed those records, but in order to allow him to redact them so that I would not see everything, I didn't. And so it was my understanding from the conversation in court in 2019 that
no, you didn't. You're trying to recharacterize it after the fact. You have no freaking clue what you're doing, and now you're trying to act like your incompetence is a consideration. It's mind numbing. It's so hard to take.
The defendant's attorneys and the court was aware that this was just a courtesy in attempt to allow him to redact his records since he was concerned.
It was a courtesy to allow him to redact his records, but you ain't gonna give the courtesy to the man who just died and has 7 cardiac stents to put off the trial a little longer. But go ahead, say it with your full chest, you dumb fuck.
About what I would see, and that there would be some, some professional courtesy there. With regard, if I respect the fact that your client doesn't want me to see all of his phone calls, and I say, okay, just redact them and give this to me, and we can stipulate.
Okay,
that seems
let's
like
lecture on professional
It's not a
courtesy.
matter of not being willing to go through the necessary process to get evidence, and it was a matter of trying to be fair and considerate and extend some measure of professional courtesy here.
And I appreciate that. So what I'm trying to figure out now,
you ain't got any
you're
of
saying there is a violation of the court's order. Now I have to determine how to handle the violation and to what extent it prejudiced you. Okay, so you have your own records. All right, your position was I wanted to introduce the records into evidence. The producing of those documents does not mean that you can come to a stipulation. Doesn't mean that they're going to stipulate. You still have to have a certification to bring the records in. To the extent you don't have that, you would be in the same situation. Like there's you have lost on the issue of having to be able to compare the records, But by the same token, you really don't need that because they're yours. So you know that your records are good, right? Like, think about it from that perspective.
He's literally
if you know
explaining
100%
this
what
in
you have
crayon.
is great and is everything, you really don't need him to do it unless you anticipate or wanting him to stipulate. That is a desire. It does not affect you. It does not affect you being ready. It does not affect you being prepared. The fact that discovery is exchanged does not make it admissible just because we're exchanging discovery. Now, Ms. Lawson, I will 100% state to you that if I indicated in a document that they're supposed to exchange documents and they don't, then they are in contempt of court.
Regina,
But the
hook me up.
contempt, but how the court handles
Give me the
that
first hearing.
contempt depends on a lot of things.
We'll go
For
back.
example, if it was something that you didn't have and you would be prejudiced by it, and
give
you
me some
had the
Cheetos.
ability to get it into evidence and it was admissible, that would be a whole different ballgame than something that you can't get into evidence anyway, and you already have it at your disposal. Why would I punish them to the extent where I'm gonna stipulate that now your records are admissible? That doesn't make any sense to me. I would not do that. Now, it doesn't mean that I may not fine them for not getting those documents to you. The money that it took for you to request it on 3 occasions, how much time and effort you spent on trying to get those, and I did an order and those were not given to you. I could sanction them in that manner, but I'm not going to sanction them and make something admissible that generally would not be admissible unless you had a certification on that issue. So to the extent that I did in fact indicate, and I'm sure I did because I do remember talking about these records, that they were supposed to be turned over and they were not. And you know how much time you spent asking the court to do that. And I have an order indicating that they're to do it and they didn't do it, then those are fine. Those are admissible attorney's fees that the court could consider and other sanctions that the court could do. But it won't be to make your documents admissible.
Yes, Your Honor. And there's other evidence that, during the summary judgment hearing, Mr. Wright told the court that they have numerous emails from me to Zenny Lynch asking for information about the defendant. And he stated unequivocally, we have those. And that was on page 162, line 16. But they are admitting now basically that they do not have them. They have not produced any such email. Their statement, that assertion to the court impacted the court's decision regarding summary judgment. They also stated that they have, that there was a package.
How would that impact summary judgment to me? How can no evidence? No, that would not be true.
So when a defendant asserts truth as his defense to making a defamatory statement, the burden shifts to him to prove that the statement is true.
The judge again.
So he has no evidence
the
statement is true at all.
I would have already.
That's a jury issue.
At the end of the day, are we in trial or just a pre-trial conference?
Yeah, that's not my issue.
You're doing too much.
Ms. Solomon?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And so there's also, Your Honor, attorneys cannot go before the court and pretend to have evidence that they don't have. So now, if you decide that, it wasn't something that mattered, okay, but bottom line is you took that into consideration when you were deciding the motion, and they made the statement, it should at least be true. They also stated that—
Sorry, what do you want me to do about that?
Your Honor, can I tell you the rest of it so that it's not just that one thing or two?
Out of thin air
they also stated
exist.
that there was an email or text message, correspondence or package sent to the defendant's house, and they said they should be able to track that down.
All this is irrelevant.
Your Honor, all of this what?
It's irrelevant.
No, it is relevant because if you made the assertion to the
court, it should be like your fucking IQ.
My question is very simple. The fact that you're saying that they asserted they had documents or things that they do not have, that is a jury issue. You bring those issues up before the jury, okay? That is, you can ask them if they have any proof of it. If they don't have any proof of it, they don't have it. What cannot happen is that they tell you they don't have it, and then on trial, poof, they have an email.
You
Now
can't
that's a problem.
prove a
But if
disposal.
they said they believe they have an email, turns out they don't have an email, then that's a jury issue. You take that up with the jury. The fact that they lack evidence, and they lack evidence. But I can't make them produce something that they don't have. But I can make sure that they don't bring into court something they told you they don't have, but that they do have. Okay?
Your Honor,
Yes.
is there not also an additional?
I don't see it that way. None of these discovery issues should ever be in front of the jury whatsoever. But she fundamentally doesn't understand. The sanction is if they don't produce something they can't produce. If they lie and say they have something, then you're going to have to show how you're harmed and bring a proper motion outside of the presence of the jury for sanctions, which you're not going to get in this circumstance because there's no harm to you.
Query, which is based on the limited count that is going to the jury, that is the conversation our client had with Detective Stoddard, and whether flowing from that there's anything to warrant a claim of defamation.
Mm-hmm.
All the things, whether it's phone records, whether it's, I guess, these emails regarding Lynch, none of that is relevant to the issue we're going to trial.
Objection.
If we continue to go through the submission by Ms. Lawson in the pretrial order, I think you'll start to see
It's Tito's time.
instance where she's trying to litigate all the causes of action
Objection.
that were dismissed in the summary judgment motion, and not just the causes of action, well, the one cause of action and the counterclaims that actually survived.
And what I'm
sorry, Judge.
Here's the thing: you all are intimate with the case, and you know facts that are relevant to this issue and facts that are not. I don't know that. I don't know specifically when she mentions on the email if this email relates to this count or not. Okay. To the extent it's not relevant, you all will let me know it's not relevant. I make decisions on the issue that it's not relevant. I'm trying to determine right now what is outstanding. And I'm not trying to necessarily hear outstanding motions, but if there are some motions in limine we can knock out right now, and they're small, I don't mind going ahead and doing that and putting some parameters with regard to this trial. So with regard to discovery, to the extent that you all have not produced a document or a thing that you all were supposed to produce,
gets worse.
Those items will not be allowed in your case. Okay, it's just makes sense. That's how it works. Okay, so if you don't have it, you don't have it. To the extent it turns out that you say you have something, Ms. Lawson, and you say you don't have it, and Ms. Lawson shows that you do have it during the course of trial, that's a part of a trial and trial technique. To the extent that I ordered you to give something and it turns out in trial that you withheld it, then that's a sanction from the court, and we'll deal with that when we cross that bridge.
Yes, Judge.
Your Honor, I'd like to address a couple of statements that Mr. Wright made. It's not just the statement to—
No, I'm not addressing just any old willy old thing. I'm sticking with what I know. I have to have an order to get through this trial with you all. And that order is to follow this pretrial and order. That's what I'm doing. So I'm not going to go off in left field. I'm sticking with this. Now, the second issue on here is, I'm sorry, just pulled it aside.
An objection. I object to
the second issue on
She
here
really didn't do
is,
anything. She turned around.
plaintiff's motion to limit to preclude testimony, argument, objections regarding alleged written communication not produced. I think we kind of went over that. Is that the written, you're talking about the email communication, right?
Right. So the defendant stated that there are email that he cannot produce, and the reason he can't produce them is because they're on his company server. So there are different emails that he says. One, he said that he could produce, he never did. The others, he said—
We're going through the same thing. I made it very clear. To the extent that they produce something that they were not supposed to produce, then you let me know, because that means it cannot be used in trial if it was not delivered to you. If it was not, if you did not get the discovery of it, it cannot be delivered to. It cannot be used.
My motion to eliminate is to preclude him from testifying about these emails because that's hearsay and it's prejudicial.
Yeah, I don't know about, that's just that is a regular rule. I'll deal with it when you make that motion in trial. If it's relevant, it'll be, the court to handle it. If it's not relevant, the court will not handle it. But I'm not going to indicate that he cannot talk about an email simply.
Okay, this is so hard for me. Okay, I'm an attorney and do this, but I don't want to be condescending to people because probably most of you know this, based on common sense. Okay, in the state of Illinois, we have Supreme Court Rule 213. They have the equivalent in Georgia and every other freaking state in the country, which is if you haven't turned the stuff over, that's what you do. You say objection 213. It wasn't disclosed. Done. So if somebody tries to offer evidence at trial, it's out. She doesn't seem to understand this concept, and she's an attorney. I don't know where to begin. That's like foundational stuff. And then the judge is in this awkward position of saying to, Mr. Wright, who does understand all this stuff. If you haven't, he knows. Like they're like in kindergarten having this conversation, which she's really not telling. She's really not telling him. She's saying it for the benefit of this dope. Oh, the whole thing is awkward. It's so awkward. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, Biggin.
You see why I sent this to Mike? I knew it'd get him worked up, and man, it's glorious.
I rarely get worked up, but this one did it
because he doesn't have it. You can bring that up to the jury that if this email existed, he should have produced it. That is an issue of credibility, and that's a matter for the jury.
Well, Your Honor, the reason I filed the motion to eliminate is because if the jury hears that, then it is prejudicial. It'll happen. It's not like even if you rule on the motion, they can forget that he even stated or whatever part of it that they hear.
Just that, again, I'm going to lose my mind. The reason I filed a motion to eliminate is if they hear that it's prejudicial. Yes, that's the whole point of a motion to eliminate. You don't need to describe what we all know immediately. The point of a motion to eliminate is, oh God,
the testimony. So that is the point of filing the motion to eliminate, to keep it from going before the jury in the first place and prejudicing the jury against me regarding these inflammatory statements that he stated.
That's how trial
What
works.
about to get inflammatory?
Allegations that
their lack of skill will prejudice the jury against
you.
You
have
You're
no idea.
Things that he said he didn't say, and he's
I'm not sure I want to.
And that's the nature of the trial. So I can't prevent him from saying something that you disagree with.
You everything.
That's the issue. The issue
Now
is
she's looking for a gag order
for the jury to determine. So if he talks about an email that you sent, you can ask the jury. You could say where it is, where is it? You didn't produce it, i.e. jury, it doesn't exist. But I'm not going to say he cannot mention an email because he couldn't produce it because it's on someone else's server. I'm not doing that.
Okay, well, Your Honor, I would like to state on the record that just opens up the court for, not the court literally, but the defendant could say anything then if he doesn't ever have to, if he can just use hearsay as his testimony and
go ahead and say it. Just say it.
He's proven that he's testifying that she said this. He doesn't have it.
But you're the part was not hearsay.
Miss Solomon, you can make an objection.
Object.
My spirit.
Thank you.
He's offering his testimony about an out-of-court statement, so that he says is in an email to prove that I made that statement.
Yes, correct, Ms. Lawson, because that's how the civil world works. You are a party. He's a party. Those admissions by party opponent. He can say things that you said. You can say things that he said, and the jury gets to determine which one of you they believe. That's how it works.
That's not admission by party opponent because I never said that, so I'm not admitting.
I just told you what the law is. Shut the fuck up.
So, objection.
If you don't have anything useful to say, why don't you just not say anything like you do usually?
I'll say something.
I said stop.
Good Lord.
Right, so there we go. The next issue is dealing with claims motion and limine regarding defense counsel on grievance against
that's screaming
plaintiff.
comfort.
She just dropped. If you don't have anything nice to say after her performance today, I don't know where you find them. I don't know where you find them.
Counsel's own grievance against plaintiff. What are you talking about?
Okay. Throughout this litigation, the defendant's attorneys, Mr. Wright, Ms. Solomon, every time
Get ready, guys.
we come to court, they want to present to the court arguments that were between the attorneys. You've already addressed that. You addressed it the first time we came before the court in April of 2019. So, but still, it came up again October. It came up again September of 2021.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It came up again. All I can tell you is you can make objections unless you specifically have a event or something you want to bring to my attention. I'll bring it to my attention. But because you're you're the attorney, sometimes lines kind of get a little blurred and crossed. So I have to deal with it when it comes up. For example, she might say, "Well, isn't it true that when I asked you this last week, you said X, Y, and Z?" I don't know. I can't tell her she can't ask you a question because your position might be, well, that's attorneys talking to each other or persons. I can't tell you that. I don't know when you're your person or when you're your attorney. So the only thing I can tell you right now is we're going to have to just do it bit by bit. Okay? Bit by bit. So if there's an objection, make the objection, I'll take it up. But do you have a specific thing that you're talking about? Yeah. But your relationship between each of you, we already know there's animosity. I'm going to try to control that as best I can. I've already preached to both of you and told you that you're not going to embarrass me and that you guys are going to conduct yourselves in a professional manner. I've already said that. That's the extent of what I can do unless you have a specific incident that you're talking about that you want me to address. Do you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So every hearing, Ms. Solomon brings up the fact that I called her a bitch. Well,
if the shoe fits, I want to bring up that this attorney called me a bitch.
Maybe if you weren't one, she wouldn't do that.
It gets even worse.
Oh dear.
She called me a bitch. Sweetheart. Baby. That's the least of your issues. And her face and what's about to come out of her mouth, you will see why this is I am not a lawyer. And I'm going to tell you what she should have called you.
You handled that situation April of 2019.
No, she didn't handle it.
She had a partner. See, you can take it to the bar. Do it.
See, that's why I called her a bitch, Your Honor.
That's why I did it. Y'all watching?
She interrupts me when I'm talking about my history of calling her a bitch.
I'll be glad to respond.
I said, Miss Lawson, please stop. Both of you.
So, Your Honor, she brought that up April.
I told you to shut up and
said what you needed to say. There was an order regarding it that you filed in December of 2019. And then she brought it up again in October, and again in September, and then again in August. You've addressed it each and every time. It's not happened since March of 2019. So there's really no need to keep bringing it up.
I see you, Ms. Solomon.
About it. It's not relevant to the case. The jury doesn't need to see that bickering, and not only that, there was also the issue of me, referring to her as Latricia. She doesn't like her first name. That's the name that she's licensed with the bar. That's why I call her that. But that's come up in every hearing as well. So those are things that I think make us look silly in front of a jury. And I don't want those types of arguments to get before them and be
she's all about decorum. She's all about decorum, except when she's not.
Distraction when really they're not relevant to the case.
All right.
Your Honor, can I speak?
Yes.
At the end of the day, She called me 20 bitches.
Oh my goodness, here we go again. See what I mean?
Miss Lawson, stop. She is, this is very simple. When one person is talking, the other person just be quiet. That it's simple.
You're right.
All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity to be heard. All right. And trust me, both of you stand your ground well enough to remind me if I haven't. So it's okay. Just give each other a moment. All right. All you have to do, if you get passionate about something, you got a notepad in front of you, write down that what causes you concern, and I'll give you an opportunity to be heard. All right. Just calm down, breathe. I'm going to listen to both of you.
Go touch the grass.
All right. No one likes all the rulings a person makes. You're not going to like every ruling I make. It's okay. All right. Just calm down for a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not going to do either one of you any good. It's not.
It's going to make us look petty and silly, and we're going to lose credibility with the jury.
Okay, and Ms. Lawson, I'm glad
you told you to
know
shut
that.
up.
So start adhering to it.
I haven't called her that since 2019.
I'm not talking about you calling her. I'm talking about you talking over each other, and you've spoken over me several times in this hearing as if you have no clue as to the position that I hold. When I talk, you're supposed to be respectful and stop talking. That makes you look petty too.
The judge just called you petty.
Go ahead, Ms. Solomon.
So, Your Honor, I have no intention. First off, let me say that I will be very respectful of the court, as I've always been. So I will not embarrass the court or myself at this trial. So let me say that. She brings up, it's almost like she's trying to tell us what we can do. That's how I feel about what she's saying today. Oh, so she said I called her a bitch. And well, you did. And I'll deal with that later, once this trial is over.
Me too.
I got my second dismissal from the bar yesterday because you filed another bar complaint against me. Yes.
Why are you talking about complaint in the middle of the trial?
I don't know of any dismissal from the bar. What is she even talking about?
Attorney Polier.
I didn't.
Turn your mic on. Hang on.
And you know, Your Honor, to answer your question.
One moment. Ms.
Could you get a
mailing got another bar complaint?
Yes. Go ahead, Vicky.
If I may, Your Honor?
Yes.
So upon checking the mail, I believe on yesterday or the day before yesterday, we did receive another notice from the bar in which it was stated that there was a grievance filed against Attorney Solomon by Attorney Lawson. It did reference that this is in the middle of a litigation. And
this dumbass has filed multiple bar complaints during the trial against the other attorney, and then has the fucking audacity to be like, I don't know what you're talking about, even though a bar complaint has your name on the bottom. It says that you filed the bar complaint against her for a second time. Okay, Deborah Brooks. And lucky she called you 20 bitches. That's nice. Because, you know, I'd have addressed it to Thunder Twonk, the two-legged twat monkey, Esquire. All your mail about to go to Thunder Twonk, the two-legged monkey, Esquire. Krakow, any input?
Not the moment, because right now I'm kind of half tuned out, not wanting to listen to this Lawson critter. Let's bump her on the nose with a tack nuke.
Okay, Thunder Twonk, because that's your name from now on. You lost the title of Twat Waffle. You shall now forever be known as Thunder Twonk, the two-legged twat monkey. That's now your name.
And the sad part is she's representing herself Why didn't she just get a fracking lawyer?
Because she Thunder Twonk, Lord of the Karens. Thunder Twonk, the two-legged twat monkey, head Karen in charge.
Oh dear. We are definitely going to need a laugh after this thing.
Well, we're going to stop here because that was the important part. Okay. Yes. Thunder Twonk, the two-legged twat monkey, is now her name. She shall ever be known as that. This started off with you being mad someone died. Now y'all arguing that she a bitch, she 20 bitches? Okay, Thunder Twonk. Okay, Thunder Twonk. Next. Okay, I thought you'd be amused by that one.
It was hilarious on the front end, and after a while,
hilarious.
Damn, no, hit pain. This woman, I cannot believe she. Oh, the stupid! It burns. Seriously.
Yeah, well, I like her new name.
Well, I haven't heard it before, so that's a place to start.
I like her new name. I think it fits her.
Ooh, the corporate Christmas party from Patty.
Patty, do you like her new name from me? Should we take a vote? Are we going to call her Twat Waffle or Thunder Twonk, the two-legged twat monkey?
I'm going to go for number 2. Because, quite frankly, she is a number 2. Especially when at being a lawyer.
This is why I'm not allowed in court.
Well,
you asked why I couldn't be a lawyer. This right here, because while she might have backhanded her through the screen, I'd have been like, "Hold up, Thunder Twonk."
I think the judge by that point wanted to smack her wanted to reach through the microphone and smack her around a bit.
Hey, she spends the next hour. She literally spends the next hour. Literally, the next hour, arguing and telling the judge the elements of defamation.
The judge knows.
That is not, Judge, you can't do that. That's not your place to rule. Why is she here? Enlighten me.
How has she managed to survive this long?
I don't know.
Never mind making it through law school. I want to know how she hasn't choked on her own tongue long before now.
I want to smack her. I cannot.
And you are frustrated because of it.
The man died.
He got better, but still.
They're trying to keep his brain damaged from becoming permanent. And all you care about is going to trial?
Yeah, that's what she wants.
Oh, I'd have been.
The judge let her do it.
You'd have seen me on screen, pulling my hair up into a ponytail, taking my earrings out, and being like, "Hold on, Judge, you're about to see me on her Zoom screen." Driving my ass across town.
Patty says she'll be in Georgia in like a week.
Patty, are you driving through my neck of the woods? Because if you're driving through my neck of the woods, swing by. We'll go get a drink and dinner. Oh my God. I cannot. I saw that yesterday and I was like, who let these ratchet? I can't. I cannot with that woman.
So who's up for a laugh? Because I'm sure we'll generate a couple.
Let's go. Let's go with another round of our game or whatever. Quiplash. You gotta tell me how to play. What is this?
This will be Quiplash.
Okay, but what is it? I don't know what it says.
They're going to, Schmitty is going to provide us with a prompt, and we have to come up with something that works. We actually have to write for this. It's just typing thing.
Oh, damn it.
You'll be fine.
Hold on. Make me fucking multitask. Let me find the link.
Okay.
Put the link back up.
Shit, no, don't click that.
I'm on Jackbox. So
Jackbox.tv, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's where you need to be. So all I have to do now is give you the room code.
Okay, what's the room code?
QQOD.
Oh.
There's D. Peterson. Come on, Patty, you got to join us.
Where's my Peterson? Hey, Matt, I need to call you tomorrow.
Yay, per Patty.
I'm sad that I don't get to see.
I think we may have lost Sanji somewhere.
I don't know. He's probably scared of the names I was calling her. I'm about to send the one attorney, a stack of those like snowflake awards and snowflake things. So she can just start handing them out.
Patty is experimenting with her icon.
That's okay. Patty can do what she wants to do.
Mm-hmm. Nope, she's fine. Are we good now, Patty? Okay. Okay, Botanic.
Love you, Matt. Oh, before I forget, Beasties, head over to Matt Reacts. That's not Matt Reacts. That's other Matt.
That's other Matt.
And give Matt Reacts a big hug. He's having a rough day.
Oh, no. That's so fun.
Brace yourselves. It's Quiplash 3, the forced sequel.
Uh-oh.
I'm Schmitty, and I hope to meet and or exceed your quipping needs today. Oh, and if you're not in the game, you can still kind of be in the game. Just punch in the room code and join the audience. It's the prequel to round 2, round 1. You'll answer 2 prompts on your device in any way you want, and then each of your responses will square off against someone else's. The remaining players vote on their favorite. Easy, right? You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
I'm sure I'm going to offend at least 5 people in the next 10 minutes.
Anyway, when that timer runs out, it's gonna start working on. It'll start working through things. After that, you just have to vote, and we'll do it twice, and then there's a thing after that.
Okay. Is there a way to make the timer shorter?
Yeah, except that We don't always get the prompts. The prompts don't always come up for the people that are in the audience.
Ah, okay. Then leave it.
The Bank of Dad. Okay.
Hey, Cookie, did you hear her new nickname?
10 seconds, people. Uh-oh. Got safety quips.
Writing time is over. Okay.
Oh
let's see what you
no.
brought.
Poor Patty. Her phone died.
At the front of the line is, of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into blank.
Fridays. Ah.
At least one of you did the work. Enjoy some points. Next up, the meek shall inherit blank.
Nada. Fruitcake. Ah.
All right, choose your favorite.
All right. Any more votes? Plunk.
And next, a request you'd make on your dating profile. Must love blank.
Ah.
Thanks for showing up, though. Next one up, Jesus' secret middle name.
Ooh. Oh,
And
pretend you
we're
didn't get
left
the
to
second
wonder
one in.
what could have been.
That's all right. Round 2's coming.
Okay, what's next? With the best credit card ever, you can redeem reward points for blank. All right, people, it's voting time.
Somebody did a safety quip.
Round 1 is done, but not forgotten. Let's check the scoreboard.
Loki's out in front of me. That makes me first
Ready
loser.
for
Is that
round
good?
2? I hope so, because it's ready for you. Some of the prompts are a bit crazy, so the points are
Hopefully
doubled.
Patty's phone is better now. Oh, good. Yay. Come on, Matt. Matt and Patty. Matt and Patty. There's safety quips. Yay. Come on, Patty. You can do it. As soon as she finishes typing, it'll actually kill the timer.
You're running out of time. Don't be afraid to use a safety quip.
You what? Oh, you got to be kidding me. I thought it was Cookie Monday. Damn it.
Okay, that's time. Now let's see who writes best on a deadline.
I thought that was Cookie Monday Steve.
Now. And going first is, how can you tell your tailor is in love with you? That's what we call a
ow.
Go, Matt.
Let's see how they handle a lyric you will never hear in a punk rock song. Time to pick the one you like best.
Yikes. The sad part of it is I've actually heard one of those in a punk song. Not that it was very good. The one on the left.
Let's keep it going. If you don't have a dog, why do you have that doghouse?
For the mother-in-law. Oh, jeez.
No show. Well, more points for you. Let's see the next one. What's considered self-care for ancient warlocks? Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
I got one. Vote. Oh. Ouch. Sorry, Loki.
That's okay.
The title of the most Bruce Springsteen-y song that doesn't exist. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Oh. Ah.
No more round two for you. It's scoreboard time.
Yep.
Peterson, you're our only hope again.
Welcome to Quiplash, a crazy final round that came to me in a fever dream.
Oh dear.
Each of you will be sent a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. You'll do great. And due to the fact that we have an odd number of players, you'll be going against me.
Which
How
means
about that?
he's gonna he gets a free pass. Okay.
Let's go inside. 3 of Einstein's less impressive discoveries. Okay, so I shouldn't celebrate an empty victory, but you know what? I really needed that today.
Ugh.
3 words that could describe both a kiss and a sandwich.
Okay, then.
And now pick your favorite.
I'm going to go over there. Ooh. Ouch.
The 3 most ineffective things to write in the sand to signal a rescue plane. Decisions. Choose your favorite.
Okay, then. Oh, that's okay. D. Peterson managed to get everything.
Peterson's our only hope in life.
See what that did to the final scores.
Haha! Oh, Loki wins. All right. So I'm going to reset. So we're going to, once we're done here, once he's done here, we're going to reset.
Okay, we'll do one more round. Then I have a couple things to say, and then we shall continue.
Wander off.
Yes,
Again.
wander off.
Okay.
Because
I'm pushing it up to.
It disconnected me.
It did because I'm setting another because I'm going to set up another because I'm setting up another room.
Okay. Ugh. Is it bad? I don't remember what day of the week it is at this point. Well, Skwerl does that, guys. What's the best time for a premiere for you tomorrow?
Hang on a second. I'll be right with you.
Okay. Well, all my layer loves. What is your best time tomorrow for a premiere?
Let's start this here. We got a premiere tomorrow?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking what the best time.
For
them.
No room.
Overseas. Wait. Hold on, I have to go back. It's making me redo this. Okay.
FMHF. Sorry, folks. A minor technical difficulty. I'm a star. There you go. I am now a star. Crap! I didn't wait for Patty to get her thing in. Anytime after 1 p.m., says Patty.
And now for a little thing we call Quiplash 3. Rotten to the core.
Uh-oh.
I'm Schmitty's
There we go.
stunt double, Schmatty.
Right.
Promise you can't tell the difference.
And Botanic is a poo.
Round 1 is on deck. You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig your response. Got it?
Well, 1 o'clock on the East Coast is 10 in the morning here. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, once you click the thing, that doesn't work.
Tick tock, time's almost up.
Come on, Matt, you can do it.
Finally, let's see some action. Let's break the ice with, believe it or not, kids are going crazy over these blank trading cards. Okay, show some love.
Okay, I don't know who wrote that, but it's, yeah. Hoorah! Sorry, D.
And here we are, a website just for grandpas.
Oh dear.
www.blank.com. Okay, choose your favorite.
Okay, I don't know who wrote that, but that's hilarious.
Go, Patty.
Wow, go, Patty.
And now, a rejected Christmas song, Santa Claus is coming to blank. And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
Ooh.
All right, check this out. A name for a superhero who is basically just a ripoff of Batman.
Oh boy, this ought to be hilarious.
All right, vote for the one you like best.
Okay. Pets aren't rodents, but that's okay. Ow!
And next is, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it blank. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip. You survived round one, but can you survive the scoreboard?
Welcome to Thailand there, Patty.
Round two is upon us. Put on your best quip face because the points are doubled and the tension is thick.
You enjoying yourself yet, Loki?
Hold on.
Huh?
Time's running out. Wrap it up or use a safety quip if you have to.
Come on. You can do it, Peterson. We're just going to call you Pete from now on. Wow.
Up to bat, we have a command given to the world's most intellectual dog. Now vote.
Okay, this one's tame. Aw. Yikes. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Moving right along.
We need to play as a Snark Patrol.
Singles bar.
Yes, actually. Probably going to soon.
Blank.
Go to a singles bar.
Now it gets real. What's your favorite?
I like that one.
Without further ado, the worst thing to say in an interview right after you've won the lottery. Okay, choose your favorite.
So we're out of Loki's. How did I know?
Next, the most embarrassing place to witness someone screaming, "I want to speak to your manager." Decisions. Choose your favorite.
I'm going to go there. I had a feeling.
And now, people would pay good money to see historical footage of blank. Now it's time to vote for your favorite.
Click.
Okay, only one round remains. Let's see how it's shaping up to this point.
Oh, from first to fourth. Oh, well, I'm not first loser. I'm good.
Quiplash. Hold a final round to end all rounds. I'm going to send each of you a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. Remember, big points mean big pressure. And you know what an odd number of players means. You get to test yourself against my superior skills. Go easy on me, okay?
Go easy on you. No, Schmitty. Off you go, Cole.
We apparently lost Croco. Let's see. Croco. Croco quit on us, guys. Go, Patty. Yay, Patty. Okay, guys, I don't know where Croco went. So here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. Tomorrow around dinner, the Mortessa episode of The Lair will be live with the lovely Mortessa. I will post it in the morning. I'm going to do it as a premiere. Everybody will be able to comment. I'll be in the chat. So we have that going on tomorrow. I did, hiccup, sorry. I did update my description box for those who asked. And what else? I don't know, I'm sure I'll think of something. So watch for that for tomorrow morning. I'm going to hit the hay. I love you all. Be my beasties. Be awesome. Like you always are. You know I love you, beasties. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, guys.
All right. Night. Congratulations, Patty. My mic didn't blow up. I actually had to turn it off because small children.